What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the My Bookie YouTube channel. I'm Connor Birds, and today we have a very special episode of Between the Lines. My guy Ralph, an oddsmaker at My Bookie, is joining us today to talk about the conference championships this weekend. We have the NFC and the AFC. Should be two fantastic games. Super excited for it. Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's talk some ball. And I am joined here by my good friend, Ralph. Ralph, how are we doing today? What's up with you?
I'm doing well. A little bit sad. I mean, it's Thursday, Friday, whatever day you're watching this, but there's no Saturday football. I'm a little bit saddened. I mean, granted, we have probably 200 plus college basketball games on Saturday, but we have no football on Saturday. But boy, do we have a good two-game football scheduled on Sunday.
We do. It's going to be awesome on Sunday, and also on Saturday night, we have a loaded UFC card, which should be
That
a
is true.
very good time as well. But it sucks. Football season coming to an end. And a little disclaimer before we get into it is that some of the lines that we might talk about on here, they might change from now until the game starts. And if there are any changes, I will post a video or something on all the other MyBookie social medias, which are linked below. But before we get over to NFL, last week we had our last game of the college football season, the national championship. Indiana, the Hoosiers, took it home. They didn't cover, though. But here's our final college football record of the year, 60-54. Not too bad, right, Ralph?
It's not bad. So you have more W's than you have L's. So I give you a high praise on that for the 60-54. What a great game. I mean, you watched it 10-0 at halftime thinking, okay, maybe Indiana will come away in the second half and just pull this game away. But then Miami says, hey, wait a minute. We still have something to prove for. So it was a great game. Indiana doesn't cover. I think in our chat, I said that they wouldn't cover. So it was a great game
He
to
was
watch.
all over him. Yeah, he was all over him. I personally wasn't. I loved the Hoosiers in that game, but the Hoosiers did get it done at the end of the day. That Mendoza touchdown was just unbelievable. But yeah, hell of a college football season. It was so much fun talking about it all year long on here. And then going over to the NFL record, it is not as good in this corner. Sorry, Ralph. I know I'm disappointing you. It's not very good.
I think if I was you, I think I would have just said the record and not posted a graphic on it because now it's visual presence that's out there. But at least we're gonna end on a high hope. We're gonna have 59-62 after Super Bowl
Exactly.
Sunday.
Yes, we're going to sweep this weekend. And hey, Super Bowl, there's way more winning opportunities during the Super Bowl. We got the coin toss, we have everything, the Gatorade color. Like we will have ways to get our get back then. But going over to our first game on Sunday at 2:00, we start off in the AFC, where we have the New England Patriots going into Denver against the Broncos. The Broncos are plus 4.5 at home. Things are weird with the Broncos because Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season with his ankle injury. The over-under is sitting at 42.5. Ralph, what do you think?
It'd be hilarious if you see Stidham and Donald Super Bowl. The TV networks are doing backflips for that possible matchup. But I'm a little bit intrigued in this game because the bettors have been intrigued in this game. This total opened up at 40.5, and the bettors, we don't care. There's a Stidham as a quarterback in Broncos. We still think there's going to be some points scored up to 42.5. And I'm hearing that we can maybe see a 43 pop up in this game. So I'm a little bit shocked that the bettors think we're going to see points. Now, it's very interesting. Anywhere you live in the States, we're hearing about this cold plunge coming from Canada everywhere. Well, you know who's not going to have weather? Denver. Seattle. Who would have thought the two places that could have weather have no weather issues on Sunday? I lean towards the Patriots on this. I think we'll see 5, maybe 5.5, because let's face it, I'm a Drake May fan now. I mean, this guy's just been phenomenal. He's my MVP. I'm sorry. He doesn't have a Puka. He doesn't have a running game like the Rams have had all season. I like Drake May. I like that he wins this game. And I think New England goes to the Super Bowl.
So, number one, going back to that, the cold plunge. Yeah, that is a very real thing here in Chicago. It is freezing outside, and it's just going to get worse this weekend. I will not be went to the grocery store today, will not be leaving my apartment for the next few days. It's that bad. But back to the games itself, it is crazy that just doesn't affect these two whatsoever. I feel a bit weird about this game. I love the Patriots. I love Drake May. I think that Vrabel is going to probably win Coach of the Year too. And I think that Drake May deserves to win MVP as well. I'm there with you. And I know that Bo Nix isn't playing. I know that he's not. But I just feel so weird about the Denver Broncos. Mile High is one of the hardest environments to play in the NFL. I actually kind of hate that they're getting a new stadium, and I wish that they would just stay there. I love it. But Sean Payton's a hell of a coach. He's been here before. He knows how this goes. And I love that Denver Bronco defense, man. They are, even though they did not have a good game last week against Buffalo, a lot of turnovers, which did help them, but a lot of that fell on Josh Allen more. I like the Denver Broncos. Do you hate me for this? That I like the Broncos plus 4.5. Do you hate me?
No, I would say if for you and your millions of followers who are going to jump with you in Denver on this one, I would wait to see if you get that 5, if you get that 5.5, because everyone's giving no shot at Denver because of their quarterback situation. Yes, you have this game at home. Yes, you got the home crowd, the atmosphere, the thin air, as people want to call it, and all that. You have all that. One thing I'm putting a big difference. If the New England Patriots defense can make CJ Stroud look like Pee Wee Herman playing football, what are they going to do to Stidham, who hasn't done a snap all season long? We had weather involved in New England, and New England's defense looked that good. What are they going to do when it's the sunshine, 30 to 40 degrees in Denver? That Patriots defense, no one's talking about the Patriots defense. All we heard about was the Texans defense last week. Where were they at? We heard about Denver's defense lately. Where have they been at? New England's defense is the reason why I like this game.
True. And I see what you're saying there. And, the reason why that I love this pick is just, and I will wait 100% if you're saying that we're going to get 5.5, because that extra point helps. But it just feels weird to me. And that's why I like it. This game just screams weird. And I feel like somehow this Broncos defense is going to wake up. I think that Drake May might struggle a little bit, and that Patriots offense is going to be running a bit slower. All the lights are on, not prime time, 2:00 on Sunday, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. AFC Championship. I don't think that Denver wins, but I think that this is a field goal game. That's why I think we're talking at the end of the
day. I can
see
that. Yeah, I'll give you that. I can see a field goal game.
Yes, field goal game. Denver somehow just hangs in there. I love it. And then going over to already our last game of the show, which just sucks that we only have 2 football games. That sucks. Usually, like Ralph's been on here before in like September when we have 10 games to talk about on here. But Sunday night at 5:30, we have the Rams, who beat my Bears last week, and I was very upset. But we played a great game.
Well, the Bears lost last week? Oh, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, they did. Shut it. But yeah, no, that was a brutal one. Caleb did have the magic, though, to bring it to overtime. Let's stop talking about them. Our season's over. The Rams going into Seattle against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are -2.5. The over-under is sitting at 47. What do you like here, Ralph?
First of all, I can't believe that we're talking about 2 teams have already played each other twice this year. This is the 3rd meeting, and both meetings were nail-biters. A 38-37 W in overtime for the Seahawks at home. And then they go to LA, and it's a 21-19, a 2-point win for the Rams. So I can see whoever wins this game wins it by 4 points or less. And I know Sam Darnold's got a little oblique injury. I don't even know what oblique is because I don't have the abs. So I'm throwing that to the side. I like Seattle's defense. I think the 12th man is going to be the big difference. I think special teams is going to be the big difference on this one. That's why I'm leaning towards Seattle. Everyone keeps on asking me, do I see a 3 pop up? Do I see a 3 pop up? I could see a 2.5 more than, or 2 more than I see a 3, because I just think 1 point difference in Seattle, 2 point difference in LA. These 2 teams know each other. It's going to be a hard-fought battle. I just don't see that much Seattle money coming in to move it to 3. Now I see a lot of Rams money line coming in that we have to get off 2.5 to put down to 2 to try to balance. So if you're looking for maybe a +3, I don't see it. I could see maybe a -2 for Seattle, just because the abundance of Rams money line, not the +2.5 money line coming in, that the books might have to drop it.
Yeah, I see this This game also, it doesn't feel weird. This is going to be a battle, and this is the best game of Sunday by far. This is going to be a fun one, and I'm so excited. And imagine, God forbid he gets hurt, but imagine if the Super Bowl is Drew Lock versus oh God.
Jarrett Stidham, Drew Lock Stidham, Super Bowl Sunday.
That would be awesome. That you see, but that's a cool Super Bowl right there. Like, I would enjoy that.
Not for a guy that has to do betting prop. People give, oh, why don't you want to cheer for the Denver Broncos? Because I'm gonna have to be the guy that has to figure out 20 different betting prop bets for Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, you got to.
No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather do Taylor Swift prop bets than try to figure out Jarrett Stidham prop bets for Sunday.
Oh God, and we had a lot of those last year. A lot of them. But back to this game itself. Seattle, I mean, their defense just looks unbelievable every single week. And it's a bunch of young guys who are just out there playing their hearts out. I absolutely love it. LA, on the other hand, that offense could put up 20 points on the board in 2 seconds. Like, you could blink and they just score. That's what they do, and that's what they've done all season long. I would lean towards the over in this game. I think that's a good line at 47 points. I'm not going to lie. But the team that I think is going to win this game, and I think they win by a field goal or maybe even 7 after their dominant performance last week, I'm running with the Seahawks -2.5. I think that the Birds are going to go to the Super Bowl, and maybe we get a rematch. We get a rematch either way of Seahawks Broncos or Seahawks Patriots.
Yeah, I agree with you on Seattle, but I think you could probably agree with me on this as well. I think the winner of the Rams Seahawks wins the Super Bowl. I just think these two teams are going to be a tough out. Whoever's going to represent the AFC. And Seattle's defense has been looking good. They made San Francisco look ugly. I mean, granted, the next game before that, there was a 13-3 type of game, but there was a lot of injuries in that one. I was more impressed with the 38-37 victory that they did against the Rams, because don't forget, people were talking about the Rams defense beginning of the season. They go, oh, this Rams defense is really good. They've been lights out. And then Stanford and Puka were getting second talk. This defense has struggled as of late, the Rams defense. So I think Seattle, who quietly can put up points quickly as well as the Rams, but the Seahawks put up points quickly with their defense, field position. And we saw it last week, special teams with Rashid running one back. I think that's going to be the big difference.
Yeah, I'm right there with you too. Rashid has been unbelievable. Such a good pickup for Seattle. Their special teams looks fantastic. And I think that we're going to see a couple turnovers this Seattle defense is going to cause, because they are just unbelievable out there. And I really like the Birds, man. I think that they're going to go, and I think that they're going to win the Super Bowl at this point. Going into the playoffs, I'm not going to lie, I had no idea who was going to make it out of either conference looking ahead. And Seattle just looks like the most dominant team in football right now. But those are the two picks that I have for conference championship weekend. Ralph, give us 2 first touchdown scores, because why not?
Oof, first touchdown scores. Wow. For the Denver, I think Henderson for New England. I think he scores first.
Okay.
I like the running game, because you figure if you're New England, you want to establish the run early. That always helps out Drake May when you can establish the run early. So I'm going to say Henderson's first QB touchdown. And I'm getting a long shot. I don't care if I have an oblique injury. Give me Sam Darnold quarterback sneak to be the first one. It's probably like 30-1. It's probably like a 30-1 type. Give me a long shot for the Seattle game.
I like Henderson. I'll ride with you there. And then honestly, in the Seattle game, I like Cooper Kupp. I think that Cooper Kupp finds the end zone first. That's a fun one to do. So,
yeah, because people are going to be all over JSN, because Cooper Kupp had a really good game last week against the 49ers. It was early, so people think, oh, he probably got all that junk passes in the second half. He did most of his damage in the first half, and it was a closer game.
Yeah, 100%. But those are going to do it for our NFL picks. Ralph will probably be back on here for the Super Bowl special. But anything you want to say before we wrap it up here, Ralph?
Been a fun couple of times been on the show. Hopefully we can do a little bit more next year. It's just always a fun time talking ball with you as well. You do a great job with all the social media stuff. So I love doing the show with you. And this could be a very interesting Sunday. I mean, who would have thought we could see a Denver Broncos with no Bo Nix? Maybe he can get in that same chamber that Terrell Owens did. Remember, Terrell Owens wasn't supposed to play the Super Bowl, and he slept in some chamber and played on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah. Maybe Bo Nix would do it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. But thank you so much, Ralph, for joining. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you guys Super Bowl Sunday. I'll do the outro real quick. But thank you, Ralph. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it so much, even though I literally just said that right there. We will be back on here for Super Bowl special. I'm so excited for that. But the next couple of weeks, we'll have some casino content coming at you as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.